Live, okay.
Okay.
We live.
Now let me get to everybody's phones turned down.
Everybody,
So
we
dang it,
good.
no kind of
I gave you a countdown, but y'all was sitting over here being women and just cat sound like a
Excuse me?
whole hen coop going on.
oh really?
We not going
That's what we
now.
doing tonight.
We
That's
not
exactly
going
what
now.
we doing tonight. I'm by myself. Listen, I ain't got my bro with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here by myself. Hearn done left. I ain't got my gun on me. I ain't got
Good.
my.
What the hell you need a gun for?
I usually keep my gun on
You
me at
stay
all
with the women
times.
be here for. Okay.
I ain't got my knife on me. I ain't got nothing. Like, I'm unprotected. Not that I wear it anyway. But I'm just
Oh my
saying, it is
God.
what it is.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
all right. So
Oh, ho, ho, what you doing?
oh my bad. Screen rent went dark.
What's going on, good people? This is the Tangy tea of life. Listen, before we do a little introduction, man, shouts out to my boy Fatim. Fatim couldn't be with us. He's traveling. I'm gonna just say he's traveling because nobody don't need to know where my dog at right now. But just know that Fatim is traveling. He may come in the comment section. I talked to him before we went on air, so you know it is what it is after that. But we got some guests here tonight. Three females. Y'all might have seen them in the previews,
Can we
but
be women? Can we be ladies? Can we be a little bit more than females?
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
you gonna be what I tell you is.
Shots.
Okay, nature boy.
Shots fired.
Okay. We're not in your cult, sir.
Woo! Here we go.
Shots fired.
It's gonna be a doggone show tonight. V, let's go.
Hmm. Well, guys, hello. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. I am your host, Veronica, back with you on this Tuesday. We do have special guests. Well, you all, let me first of all, look over here. It's this guy right here, Victor.
No, Mr. Low Vibrations,
Yes.
low testosterone,
Yes.
Low IQ.
low IQ.
Yes.
You really should have started there.
Just call me low tonight. Down? No, hell no. Hell no.
Oh.
I stopped myself.
Down low, Vic.
Hell no, we ain't doing that.
Not
That's gonna be an outtakes.
See? See?
all right. Over here is to my left is Destiny back with us tonight.
Hello, hello, hello.
I see you got a shirt that match your face.
See
You
what we
know-
not gonna do. I see you got a jacket that matches yours too. Pum pum, right back at you.
I mean, I'm cool with being black.
Oh, okay then. Don't come for me, Victor.
All
I won't.
Yeah, hold shots. Hold shots. All right. My girl EG is with us tonight. Oh man, it's getting ready to go down in here because listen, EG and I've been knowing each other for many
moons.
many moons. Okay, and when I tell you she's gonna bring it, she is definitely gonna bring it tonight. So we definitely have someone that's gonna, along with the Destiny and I, gonna hold it down for the ladies because this dude over here, he already started before the show even got started. Like
He started when we walked through
The
the
door.
door.
Like really, he's on 10. So you know we're gonna bring him
10 is
down.
too high for me. I'm on 1, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
Negative one.
He's-
there you
Oh,
go.
okay. Well,
-1.
negative
I
one.
mean, I need to talk a little.
Well, welcome, guys. The Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. Once again, I am your host, Veronica. Welcome to all of you out there. Hey, Carol, I see you. Hey, Tyrone. Hey, Mr. Retha. Hey, Karen. Stacy.
Bro, for
When?
team.
Is Fatine in the comments?
He is.
Hey, Fatine. Well, Fatine is not with us tonight, as Victor stated when the show got started. We missed Fatine, so I'm pretty sure he'll be commenting as the show goes on. We missed you, my brother. But first of all, let me let my girl EG tell you a little bit about herself. EG, tell the people all the wonderful things that you're doing.
Well, when I'm not sparring with low IQ individuals,
Oh,
I am a high performance business and sales leadership coach. And as you know, V, my passion is helping people be the best of themselves.
yes.
I like to say I get to coach the best for greater.
Mm-hmm. Outstanding. So, if you're looking for a coach, my girl EG is definitely the person you need to see because she holds nothing back. So, you want it straight, what they call it, straight shooter to the point. That's EG.
I am your chief accountability officer,
Yes.
your CAO.
So I feel like we are dragging a little bit. If you guys see that we're dragging in the comments, can you give us a thumbs up or let us know if we're freezing?
Hey, Tabitha.
Hey, Tabitha. What's going on? Tabitha, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Mommy Allison, Miss Ellen. Hey, I see you guys. So this is gonna be an interesting show tonight because Victor, he have some comments. Well, I'm sorry, not comments, some questions for the ladies tonight. So he wanted an all female panel tonight because we knew Fatine wasn't going to be here with us. So he wanted.
There is a little lag.
There is a little lag.
That's
Okay.
what this says.
So it is. Is it still raining outside? You know how I get, especially when we're live and things with the internet may happen. So we may be a little laggish, if that's a word.
It's probably all these low vibrations going on over here that's
Yes, 'cause
slowing
you're
the
dragging
camera
us down.
I am. Damn orange.
Whatever.
But anyway, so
So how was everyone's weekend?
oh,
He's so ready to get into these questions. I cannot wait to see what Victor is bringing tonight. But
so
how was
let me start. Let me start my weekend. So I had my baby this weekend, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing. And I let his little ass try some grape juice for the first time.
Oh.
And his ass got that grape juice and he got to laughing. I said, "Oh Lord, I got my baby drunk. I done bought some old ass grape juice or
Communion
something."
wine.
He was over there getting it. Well, shortly after that, took him home or whatever. And then Sunday, man, I just felt a little off. So I just was riding around. What's up, Keisha? I went to go ride around or whatever, and Miss Marlene. And I rode down one of the greatest roads that Darlington ever had, Potato House Road. It used to go down on potato oh my God, in the late 90s, early 2000s, Potato House Road was all where all them tater hoes is at, bro.
All the what?
All them tater hoes.
What the heck is that?
Y'all better look it up. You know what a tater hog is?
No.
Tater hog is we call it bait. You know what I'm saying? That's bait. The women baiting men. They used to wear them teeny shorts and stuff like that. Them damn tater hogs is out there, bro. On Potato House Road.
That's
You
some.
had to
that's
ask
some
him
country
how was
stuff.
his weekend. He clearly gave you instructions to the manual. Let's just move ahead. But no, man, you clearly had to ask him about his weekend, and now we are here. And I can't even be mad at him because he told you this shit wasn't gonna go well. He told you that.
Potato House Road. Potato House Road.
Yeah, EG, sometimes I beat myself up. We was lagging a little, but I think we're okay. I think. But yeah, so Destiny, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good, I made a little bit of money.
Okay, that's always good. That's a
Yeah.
plus.
And then, unfortunately, you didn't see it yet, but I saw Mia Culpa. I loved it.
Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about that.
Oh, you would be.
Oh, I did go to church on Sunday.
Good job. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord for a Black History program, and that was pretty much my weekend.
You gonna go next weekend?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm not a regular church goer.
But you regular with the Lord. That's all
Every
that
day,
That's
every
what
day,
matters.
all day.
matters. Every day, all day.
The church is just a building.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Easy. How was your weekend?
It was better than low T over there. saying. Just saying. This weekend was homecoming for my alma mater, Francis Marion.
Okay.
So we
Shouts
we
out to Francis
enjoyed
Marion.
it. We enjoyed it.
I'm gonna pull your mic down just a little bit so the people can see your beautiful face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
The
good?
screen. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
There we
you
go.
go. Yes. Well, EG, I'm so glad that you're with us tonight.
Thank you. No, how was your weekend? What did you
Right.
do?
Oh, well, what did I do?
Tortured me on Saturday.
Well, torture, yeah.
Okay.
My
With the boot
class
camp?
went-
Yes.
well, other than that, what did I do? You know, my days fly by, and I have a lot going on, so I can't even keep up like with what's going on. What did I do this weekend?
We
Nothing.
talked.
We did talk.
Yeah.
We talked. I talked with Victor. Yeah.
Boo.
That made my weekend much better.
Oh. Sarcasm.
That face said it all.
But yeah, I didn't do much this weekend. Last weekend I was in Jersey. This weekend, no, not much at all. Shouts out to Miss Carol. Carol, hopefully you received your basket already, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know Stacy. I hand delivered her basket that she won from Journey Soap Bar. So hopefully you ladies are enjoying your natural soaps and oils and all of that stuff. You know, it gives you a glow. Get on this.
EG, you got a question up there.
On here.
Look at that. Look at that.
You got a question up there.
It's not a question, it's a comment.
Okay, what's the time?
Oh, so that's what. So now that the tone is set, we good.
Hi, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
Let's talk about that face. So okay.
Well,
What face? Excuse
she's
me.
talking about my face.
Oh, what?
Keisha is the curator of a skincare line, Rena Wellness, that I wear. So she's been taking care of my face.
Okay then.
Shouts out to Keisha. Where's she located at?
She's in Camden. She's a nurse practitioner. She has her own medical training facility, and her skincare line is Rena Wellness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keisha, what about it's the damn name of that restaurant up there. Oh my God,
Where at?
In Camden.
in Rembert. I can't think of the name of it, but women get pregnant after you take them there.
See, you know what? Can we just move on? This that bullshit right here.
See what you doing, man? We PG.
We are not.
Mill Pond.
You started with Potato
Mill
House
Pond.
Road.
Mill Pond, Keisha. Mill Pond Road. Mill Pond Restaurant.
Keisha, do you know about a Mill Pond
See,
restaurant?
she knows. She say like, and listen, you take a woman to Mill Pond, you getting pregnant, or you can't get back.
Oh, you know it's leap year, right? You keep talking about pregnancy.
I don't need no more.
Oh, you about
You
to-
gonna leap
no
on
more.
in somebody draws
on
a
now.
Oh, of course I'm gonna do that.
and get them pregnant.
Get them pregnant.
Yeah, that's a possibility always.
Oh,
And Cheryl said she did receive. Carol said she did receive her.
awesome.
Keisha, I like you.
What Keisha say? Let me see. Yes, I love it. Be careful.
Exactly. Exactly. So y'all think I just be up here just talking trash? Keisha already know if a woman you take a bruh,
Move on.
if you take a woman to Mill Pond before she leave out of the drawers is coming off, she gonna have the Velcro drawers on. She's gonna.
You say that's a restaurant?
Yes, Mill Pond Restaurant. It is very nice.
Okay, R. Kelly, can you no longer disclose
Oh,
any of your
oh,
additional
oh,
secret?
Oh, I ain't messing with nobody small now. I ain't messing with
Yeah,
nobody
he likes
small.
some old
Yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
likes them old.
50
Okay.
plus
Oh, of course.
That's not old.
to him.
yeah, that's not old
To him.
at all.
That's old. All you
Oh,
old
that's-
gals,
He is
inbox
41.
wide ass
Ah,
soap.
shit. You looking for a hospice wife your damn self. Keep it moving.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. That's
There's
Social
a lot
Security
wrong
come
with that.
every. You think old women ain't want no dick?
Oh, whoa!
I mean, cause you was sitting here
It's
talking.
weenie.
Oh, excuse me. But Keisha, yes, the most I've ever spent.
That
Mama and them
word.
ain't watching.
My mom probably is.
Oh, I'm so. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You normally say weenie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's the question? What's
So,
the question?
Keisha, the most I ever spent was $280. The most I ever spent there was $280. And Then one time, I got a son out of that, man. So yeah, that's how I got my baby. My baby went to Mill Pond, and he was shortly after that. So
See that? Yeah, that's rain coming down like that. That's why it's kind of like we may be lagging a little bit or whatever. All right, so Vic, it's in your corner, brother. You have some.
everybody talking about Mill Pond, baby. What I'm talking about?
Is that a spot I need to check out?
No,
Just asking.
maybe.
Oh God.
So so the reason these questions came about, to be honest with you, I've had in-depth conversations with a lot of my when I was doing the male table talk, and we were going to do we wanted to do females and males, but it just never happened as of yet. But that's still in the works. Me and V for team, all is gonna work it out. So anyway, one of the questions that came up when the guys and the bros was just talking is we wanted to ask women when y'all. Well, let me back up and say, when I hear the term protect women, I'm confused on what the definition really means. So to y'all, what does that mean when I hear women say we're not protected, or protect black women, or protect women? Exactly what does that mean to y'all?
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go first. When I hear the word protection, and lately a lot of people have been using that word very loosely. We've been seeing a lot of videos floating around where they saying, "Oh, black men ain't protecting their queens. They ain't protecting the black women," and all of that. I feel like, me personally, I feel like we shouldn't have to put our brothers in positions where they're going to be fighting for their lives. I feel like if I'm with someone, I feel like, yeah, I want to feel protected when I'm with them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel like if somebody approached me or us, that he would definitely have my back. But as far as, like, say, starting something, like, say if a man brush up on me, or I go to the restroom or something, and a guy try to talk to me, and I come back and tell my friend, I don't want to be that person to start something.
I feel
You know what I'm saying? I want to be a protector of him just as well as he a protector of me. So, but I'm definitely looking for someone that's going to have my back.
So,
Sure.
I want to get everybody, but is there a difference between being protective and aggressive? Being protected and someone being aggressive?
I think so. I feel like being a protector is one thing. Like, you're going to protect me when something comes up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be there to protect me. But an aggressor is like, where you going? What you doing? You don't need to put that on. I feel like that's aggressive if I'm explaining that correctly. So I take it. I spin it over to Destiny or EG, whoever want to go first.
I'll take it. I think the term, a lot of conversations as it relates to men and women have become generational. And as sitting here as a resident Gen X, it can have a lot of different meanings. I think there is the physical component of physically protecting me. I do think the bigger conversation of protect black women, for me, it comes from more of an emotional and even quote unquote political tone of, we tend to stand up for everybody,
But no one says
but nobody stands up for me. We even stand up for puppies in the street, right? But who stands up for the black woman? And I think protect black women, for a lot of us, it has that physical side of, protect me if I'm in danger. But it also means protect me when you and your boys are just in conversation.
I agree with
And
that.
everything is this be this hold
Yeah.
that, this protect us, right? In other words, in general, give black women the same level of respect and reverence that you would want your mom, sister, or daughter to have.
Right. Yeah.
I at least for me, I think that is the broader term of it. Destiny, what do you think?
And you really took a lot of it out my mouth because when I say hush up, when I say
See,
I
he was
want to
doing
feel
so
protected by
good.
a
Right.
man, it's emotionally. It's not really physically for me. It's emotionally. I want someone that I know I can trust with my emotions and that when I am vulnerable, you're not going to take advantage of it. So when I talk about the protection, that's what I'm referring to. And as you stated, the black woman, we stand up and stick up for everyone. Black men are often, they have their issues in this country as well. But at the end of the day, who is there to help them pick up those pieces when they're down? The black woman. But we don't get that protection that we need from them. So
I want to address one of the comments. Voodoo Child.
Oh yeah, it was
I know
coming.
who
So
this
go ahead.
is. He says, y'all stand up for black men until they piss you off, then you shred them to pieces. And you're absolutely correct. We do. And then we go back and reprotect you. Like, as we are ripping you to shreds, we're still protecting you. It's that mantra of if you my sister or you Victor, you my brother, I can talk junk to you all day long, but V better not get into it, right? We are still going to protect our black men. We are still going to protect our fellow black sister. We are still going to protect other communities that are not as protected. But very few people are standing up and protecting us
Yeah,
as a whole.
that's good.
That's the point.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this. So I understand what everybody was saying, but one thing that I've seen, and not to jump on your bandwagon because I damn sure don't want to be on the back riding your coattails. What you said is real because I really feel like in conversations, men will let other men disrespect their old ladies, and the reason I feel like that happens sometimes is because we start off doing that. Man, you know what this so and so said, and then once you open that door and you let your friends walk through it, and they gonna continue to walk through it. So, I have a better understanding from what that means with all three of you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I take it back.
oh God. Here he goes.
So this is kind of going to compound on top of what I said. The first question is, what's your definition of an independent woman?
I would love to take that one.
Oh, go ahead.
So again, this is generational. We hear a lot about women being independent, and it mostly came from my generation, Generation X, in the early 80s, early 90s, late 80s. And it was from the standpoint of we had no choice but to be independent by default. Many women, our first experiences with men, be it our fathers or our first boyfriends, we were either abused, abandoned, or mistreated. So we had to be independent, right? We didn't necessarily want to. I always say, and that's why you hear a lot, especially on the generational side, you hear a lot of people talk about, a lot of younger women, millennials, or as I call them, Gen Y, those under 35, they talk about their soft side because really a woman will tell you, being independent is for the birds. We do it because we have
Right.
to.
Yeah.
But if we had a partner standing with us to take off the load that we could trust, and that's where the challenge comes in, we would embrace it. But if I've had to be independent by default, then that's what I know. And that's where I stand. And until you, as my partner, show me that I can trust you to go back to that part you were talking about, take care of me, then I'm going to remain independent in my thought, in my movements, even if I'm in a committed relationship with you.
That was for Cheryl. Cheryl wanted me to give you some bells. That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I feel like you read my pad before. I ain't going there with you, Light Bright. Who next?
What? I do feel I agree with everything Edie just said, and I really can't come behind that. But to piggyback of what you said, we don't want to be independent. We really don't. And it goes back, and I said this before. the women that says they don't need a man. We all need someone. We need each other. Point blank, period. We need one another.
Yep.
No one wants to be independent. I mean, to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, EJ, that was real good.
And part of that is shield. It's when you hear women say, "I don't need a man," it's her way of protecting herself because again, most of her early experiences with men have been abandonment, mistreatment, or abuse. Right? So she's trying to protect herself from more of that. I'm sorry, Destiny.
Oh, you good. Each it's no following you.
I know. That's
I'm
why.
a talker.
Listen, that's why she's a
all the
coach.
points.
That's why she's a coach.
She covers all the points. I mean, it's really nothing to say behind that. There is this hyper independence of women now, though. That is a trauma response to what we've gone through. And we have to work through that in order to be able to be dependent on a man. Don't look at me like that.
No, it's something else. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, we have to let go of that shield and be able to be vulnerable, to be dependent on our partners. Because like Veronica said, I don't feel like we're created to be individuals. We're supposed to be a community. And we have partners that we're supposed to navigate this community with. So, yeah, that independent woman thing, like, I get it, but I ain't trying to be no independent woman.
It's hard out here in these streets.
Especially now we in a recession.
Okay.
So, you see how Destiny reacted to something that she knew nothing about and thought it was directed towards you, and it wasn't. But I
do apologize.
It's not accepted, but I appreciate it though.
Okay.
So
wait a minute, it's not accepted. Oh wow.
So you have to. I got into a conversation with somebody about this today. So you have to accept every apology.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't.
I just want to make sure. So Voodoo says, so can a man be independent without judgment?
He absolutely can. Just let the women you dealing with
Here we go.
know that your intent is to be independent.
God.
Come on.
Be real. Don't play games when you know she wants more or something different. Just be real. But he absolutely can be independent without judgment, and absolutely should be independent without judgment.
So Tyrone says, I think our women live in a space where they're trying to protect themselves from the modern culture of womanhood has done, but blame is out on the men.
On the men.
On the men.
I slightly disagree with that. I don't. I think men put themselves into a position of blame, and in some ways, we as a society kind of devolved into that men versus women argument. And what I mean by that is when women were doing whatever we had to do to protect ourselves, however that came out, men became defensive instead of trying to truly understand what was her protection for, what was her hard exterior for. Men became defensive, and so then it became this men versus women thing and women blaming men kind of thing. But the one thing I'll say that I love seeing in younger couples, I mean, I sound like the old lady a little bit, but I'm not that old. But I do see, baby, you said you wanted a cougar.
Whoa!
But I don't cougar. I don't cougar with grown ass men. But here we go. I'm just keep teasing. But what I do see in younger couples under 35, okay, is a recognition that something is broken in our society, and both the men and the women don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
They want better relationships. They want better for their children. They even want better from the standpoint of, if we can't be together, we will find a way to co-parent in a positive environment for our kids. You see more of that than ever, and that makes me proud. That makes me happy because it gives me hope for, like, my son, who is Generation Z.
Yeah.
10-4. We ain't
EG
going.
is bringing it tonight. Come on, E.g.
Listen, I'm gonna have to start writing down some of these comebacks because if I load this, I shoot from the hip or whatever. I got to cover all aspects. I can't just fire them all. So those were some good answers,
Now,
ladies.
now you see why I got the shirt.
Right.
The shirt that you insulted 2 seconds after meeting me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come with it, coach.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is going to be like I want to ask. So I didn't write them down in specific order, so I'm gonna change the order a little bit. So one of my questions is: can a woman look up to a man or have a male role model minus a business aspect of it? Like, can you like I want to be like him?
But you said minus a
But
business.
yeah, I'm not talking nothing about with business or when somebody wants to. I'm not talking about like a business owner or anything like that. Just like saying, this guy is a stand-up person. I want to be like him. Like, is there an attribute in a man that you can see in yourself?
Absolutely. But
yeah.
I'll let. I'm sorry.
Destiny, you want to go or?
What was the question?
So the question is, can we look up to a man?
Are there
And
things you can
see
admire?
ourselves?
In a man
Definitely.
that you would want in yourself, minus a business aspect. Not saying, oh, he's a good business owner, or he does his taxes well. No shit like that. Just basically, is there an attribute that a man has that you be like, I wish I could do that like him?
Yeah. Hump around.
Oh God.
With those, I'm gonna tell you something.
Next.
There are women that do that. They're called prostitutes.
Oh my God.
But I can't believe you said
Or
that.
living their best whole life, because there's a difference.
Oh.
What's the difference?
Oh, there's a huge difference. Why is it? Now we can go there. Why
Please
is
do.
if you hoeing around, is you being a man? But if I'm hoeing around, I'm being a prostitute, a hoe, or this or that. See, we don't even want to have that conversation. But I'm gonna go in real quick and answer your question, so we can go to the next question and not do this.
No. We doing this.
Are there attributes that a man can have other than hoeing around? That you can admire? Absolutely. I think women look at attributes in their fathers, in their brothers, in their uncles, that they admire all the time and try to emulate or want to see in themselves. So, in the end, you all are human. So it's not that we just take on the persona.
Yeah. That's an attribute in a man. I ain't never seen a man
It's okay.
just do nothing like that. Chief. Oh, excuse me, coach. Come on, coach. Let's
You
go,
was on the
coach.
road too. Come on, E.G.
Come on, coach.
But yeah, you can take on the attributes of a man that you respect and admire. I always say all the time, and I don't have the greatest relationship with my dad, but that's still my dad. And one of the greatest admirations that I have for him is his tenacity. You ain't gonna tell my daddy no on shit. I'll keep it real brief. My daddy is 100% blind, cannot move unless you walk him, and he escaped from a whole damn nursing home and moved himself back into his house. Okay, that level of tenacity, how can you not admire that?
But I get doggone jumped and all that stuff when I show the same tenacity, huh?
Why would you?
I got jumped on.
You got jumped
You
on.
jumped me. I
Or
got
did
out
you
my
jump
car,
on?
grabbed my umbrella. Veronica introduced us, and you said, "Where the fuck she going with that coat shirt on?" That is what you said. Sorry. I'm just repeating what he said to me. I didn't even get a chance to say, "Good evening.
Right.
How are you? Nice to meet you." See, I got this saying, and then we're going to move on. Don't count how many times I cussed you out. Count how many times I didn't, because I don't start on 10, but when I get there, I stay there.
Right.
Like her.
Yes. I already
I'm going to never be invited back.
Got Victor sunk down in his seat tonight.
I told Victor from the get-go, Victor wanted fire this week. He wanted fire. So you know what? I brought fire with me.
You did. You
So,
did.
I mean,
And she don't need no gas.
right.
Yeah, y'all full of shit.
He getting lower and lower in that seat.
He's getting lower and lower.
Lower
I
and
have
lower.
anything to say. I
Down
never
low,
saw speechless
Victor.
Victor.
Oh, I'm not speechless, but I mean I'm outnumbered, so it's really nothing to say. But yeah, we'll
You
go
can say
there.
what you need
Yeah, I've been outnumbered plenty of times on this show, and I
And
said
you
what
been
I
out
said.
what?
yourself well.
Thank you.
to. Leave
Yes.
her alone.
I know, right?
Justin, you want to comment on that? Okay. So this gonna be a. Can men and women coexist in a space without any sexual tension?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all really feel like that?
Well, she don't, but Veronica was trying to gather herself.
I mean, repeat the question.
Can men and women coexist in a space without any sexual tension?
Yeah, I do. I feel like
We're not talking. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about little Ugmo over there, and you like, oh yeah, we. I'm talking about can men and women coexist? I'm talking about you not looking at his butt. You not. You not damn package checking or Peter watching. I'm talking about none of that. I know y'all do that because sometimes we show off too. We like, damn, my print kind of updated today. I'm just go out there and I'm a fish. But I'm just saying, you don't think we do that? I mean, y'all go out there with them yoga pants on with no drawers on. Hell, we put on the gray sweatpants on with no drawers too.
and go out.
Why not? We fishing. Sometimes we want to do something to make ourselves feel good too. You know what I'm saying? Shit swinging there and going this way and all that. Y'all do the same thing. Y'all go out with no bras on and all that shit. So I'm just
That
saying.
ain't
Oh,
for no
I definitely
attention.
can't do that.
I'll do it. But it ain't for no attention. It's so I can
No
be
way.
comfortable.
People say I always wear underwear. But I'm serious. Like,
Are we talking about underwear or are we talking about sexual tension? Because I'm lost with
both.
the question.
But basically what I'm saying is
At this
can you
point.
can you be in a setting and you not sexualize not a man in this entire section? Like, let's say you go to a concert or something, can you not sexualize a man there?
Well, first of all, define sexualized because I can sit in a setting with a man and find him attractive, but not want to sex
Right,
him.
exactly.
I mean, we're human beings, right? So I thought your question was, can you coexist?
without any sexual attention.
Absolutely. Just because I find you attractive does not mean I want to have sex with you.
Right, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. See,
Absolutely.
women are
Yeah.
wired different that way.
Yes.
As a woman that has had to work with men most of my professional career,
Yes.
right? I can look at a man, find him attractive, but not want to sleep with him.
Yeah.
I know y'all are wired different, and I respect
Very
that.
different.
But yeah, all day long, because I'm here to do a job, right? I have many men that I consider like brothers to me.
Yeah.
You know,
And you don't think they want to knock the damn bird?
I didn't. You asked me what I would want to do. Now,
okay.
do they probably want to hit it? They do, right? But do I? No.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then once you don't respond and it's all about business, that's fine. But no, you know what? I won't even let you say that. I'm going to take that back because I'm not going to generalize all men because that's what you just did. You just did that.
Always.
I have worked with plenty of men who probably found me attractive and yet did not come at me.
That you knew about.
Well, I would know if they coming at me.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me say, did not make it obvious they were coming
There you
for
go.
me. They
There
kept
you go.
everything above board. So yeah,
I feel like EG, like a lot of times we unlike some of you men, when you know that a female is coming on to you and you know that they're flirting with you, we know when someone is flirting with us or coming for us. But I think a lot of times, like EG and I think a lot of people may be a little I don't want to say afraid.
intimidated.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Intimidated. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I know, right?
man, it's the truth.
I don't know about intimidation. There's a difference between being intimidated and turned off. There's a big difference. Like, I think sometimes some women's confidences is like, I ain't even want to deal with that shit. It is what it is. She cute, but she talk too much.
That's intimidation. But
That is not intimidation.
How do you
But
know-
if
how do
if
you
you
know-
want to define it as that, then it's your definition.
But how do you know she talked too much if you just spot her from across the room? How do you know she talked too much?
That's what I'm saying. When I meet her, like, damn, she cute. I'm gonna go over there. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? I'm like, I'm in right there. This kind of goes along with the video that you put up today. Like sometimes when a man buys a woman a drink, or sometimes it's an introduction or something like that. But we getting to know you just to see how you gonna respond to it. So once that it gets to going on and we going, you're not picking up because I'm sending out so much low vibrations. So you're not picking up what I'm actually really doing.
to
So,
assess.
we
Trying to assess.
yeah, well, both of us are assessing, but I'm trying.
Not both of us.
I'm honestly trying not to put it out there because nobody really wants to be like, well, damn, he done holler at her, he done holler at her, he done holler at her, and he done holler at her. Yeah. So yeah, exactly, Tyrone. I mean, y'all. I mean, I think when you start talking with the confident women, y'all love to use terms like, oh well, he's insecure and stuff. We're not insecure. I'm secure with who I am enough to say I don't want to deal with that.
But okay, so maybe intimidation is the wrong word. It's not, but I'll concede. And it has nothing to do with my confidence. It has to do with me assessing a situation. So, first of all, I'll say this: I'm a big flirt. Because to me, there's a difference between flirting and making a direct pass, right? And men have a problem with women who flirt confidently. Because I'll flirt with you all day, and then I'm going to get up and go home, and you're going to be sitting there.
Blue balls. Go ahead, tease.
But it's see,
That's exactly what that is.
that's not a
How
tease.
is that
How is that a
teasing?
tease?
No, go ahead. I want you to finish your comment because I do
No,
not
how
want to.
is that a tease? If I'm just flirting, I'm not giving you any indication other than we just laugh and smile and I'm going along, but I'm not giving you any indication.
But
There's more to it.
if you're flirting and I'm picking up that you flirting, like if we're not going any further with that, why crank the car up if you don't plan on getting into it?
Why can we not flirt? See, that goes back to your question of can men and women exist without sexual tension? Can men and women exist and just have a conversation, laugh and talk in a good time, and there not be the expectation of more? I'll tell you what, when I go out, a lot of times I'll go to a bar by myself, right? My drink that I drink is premium. Okay, I ain't drinking your house shit. I ain't drinking your happy hour.
Oh, I'm with you.
Because
I'm with you on that.
If I can't pay for it, I'm gonna stay my behind home, right? So when a man comes up to me and he wants to buy my drink, the first thing I tell him, based off what you just said, I'm correct in how I'm handling this, baby. Let me let you know, I drink premium. So before you go telling her to send me another one, please understand, when I get up from this bar, I'm going home by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your expectation is, you're going to be highly disappointed because you just spent $20 for a drink, ain't get shit out of it, and then got to go home and tell your wife why you
So
short on the light bill.
what's premium? Wait a minute. See, y'all celebrate that bullshit, but
No,
what's
I'm not celebrating because, again, if all I'm doing is flirting,
what
right?
you mean? That's playing. Like, go.
It's not playing.
So you
It's
mean
not playing.
that is playing? So let me tell you something. If you not,
What? Wait a minute. First of all, that is not the That's not Tanky Tea of Life did not post that. What is going on?
go
back
ahead,
there?
go ahead,
But
go ahead.
Go ahead, EG. I just want people to know.
So my thing is this. First of all, what is premium? I'm curious now.
what is premium?
Yeah.
So I drink Grand Marnier.
That shit too. Ugh. But anyway, okay, Grand Marnier. That's
It's a premium price.
liqueur. But anyway, so
No, it's actually
liqueur.
it's actually a branded cognac.
It's a liqueur.
Okay.
Liqueur. But anyway,
Learned a new word today. Good for you. But
see? See what I mean?
That's
Oh,
what
hell
it
no.
ain't. It ain't Crown, Hennessy. It ain't none of
Shit
that.
oh
It
man,
ain't Jack.
but that's the thing. So this is what I noticed when you speak real confidence, people tend to think you know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's a liquor, but
Okay.
I know my liquor. So anyway,
We know.
yeah, I do. So basically, if you flirting with somebody, why even go into it? just even if it's not going anywhere, why even entertain it?
Okay, define flirting.
No, you said you was flirting.
Okay, give me your definition
So-
of flirting, because obviously we have two different definitions of flirting.
All right, so in my definition of flirting is if I come up to you and I'm holding a conversation and I'm starting to steer the conversation, asking you personal questions. If you're continuously answering these questions and then the conversation gets to change and we start talking about personal items like, I don't know, kids and stuff like that, I'm thinking I'm getting somewhere with you.
Okay, time out. That ain't even flirting. First of all, that's
To who?
That's taking a census, because you're trying to assess how far you can go. And again, why can't we just have a basic conversation of getting to know people without there being the expectation that it can lead somewhere? So if we sitting at a bar and you're like, yo, I never seen you from around here, where are you? And I start telling you who I am, and then I ask you a few questions. My part of the flirt may just be the fact that I'm smiling as I'm answering your questions, or I'm engaged as I'm asking you questions,
Okay.
right? But why does that have to be the lead on for something more?
So when we
And why is it, let me ask this, yes, I'm cutting you off. Why is it? Because you just said if I see a woman and she rah, 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 I can decide, you know what, I just sent a drink over there, but I'm going to let her stay over there. Why can I not decide, you know what, as I'm talking to him the way I like to talk to him, I don't really like him and I can move on. So why can you make the choice to cut a woman off, but she can't make the choice, this ain't what I want?
she can.
Okay.
But just what I'm saying is before it gets any further and we're getting that far into it, or my pockets start to get like a lot lower, go ahead and cut that shit off.
How about this? If you want a hoe,
Now you
don't
talking about
buy
we talking
a
about
drink. Go stand on the corner and get one.
we're not talking. See that? So now you want to take it there. So if a man wants to sit here and buy you a drink, okay, cool.
But why is there the expectation that there should be more?
I didn't say that, but you're taking it that far. So
That's
let
what
me.
you said,
but
but
let me
my pocket
let
get low.
but let me.
Okay, I'm
let
gonna
me
be
keep.
quiet.
I appreciate that.
Lou.
So if so we go to a bar or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say V sitting next to me, and we sitting there, and I'm like, hey, I got the next one. You know what I'm saying? If you in some shit, don't even accept it, because if by you accepting it, I'm thinking that there's more to it than that. You're single or whatever. So if you're saying it's an innocent acceptance, and I'm sitting here saying that that's a flirt, who's right and who's wrong?
Both of us, because first of all, let me say this. Men say all the time, I see y'all post it, I've heard y'all say it since I was a little girl.
I'm listening.
Just because a man speaks and compliments you does not mean he wants you.
True.
Some men.
Okay, so if you want me to respect all men on that angle of him just speaking, him just giving me a compliment is just that, then why can I not have the same assumption that him just sending me a drink is him just being nice? Why do I have to assume that if he send me this drink and I accept it, there's the assumption that I know he wants more, and me accepting it means I'm filling out the application for more.
So-
why can't it be he's just sending me a drink? Don't, you know what? Let's change the subject. Just don't send me no drink in the bar.
I won't.
Okay, thank you.
You ain't got to worry about me.
Premium.
There ain't even no damn premium to start with. You drinking that? But go ahead, Veronica.
What was the damn question?
I just said, I don't know where we went from there.
It's okay. Just go to the next.
What was it? Yeah.
It was just, can men and women coexist? And then it kind of turned into flirting. Like, what's your definition of flirting?
Are you in a relationship or are you single?
I mean, whatever you consider. Can you pick up when somebody's flirting with you or vice versa? I mean, I might be changing it, but yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can. You can feel the vibe when someone is flirting with you. Most definitely, you definitely can feel that. And I feel like flirting is anything that you would want your partner to do.
Really?
Yeah,
So
I feel like yeah.
So I say this, I don't give out compliments. I just don't, because I feel like if I can't compliment my woman, if I didn't make my woman at home feel good, I damn sure ain't gonna make this next person feel good. Like, I just don't do that. I carry myself like that for a reason, because I don't want nobody taking a picture from across the room and saying he was over here doing this or he was over here. Look, it looks like this. So if I'm flirting, she may or may not pick it up. Cause like I say, I'm vibrating so low. But by the time I'm flirting, when she picks up on flirting, shit, I'm already in there. I'm already in there. You done fell for the trap. You 4, 5, 6 Grand Marniers in. You know what I'm saying? We sitting this close to each other. Our phones touching and shit.
That's not flirting. That's something else.
What did you call that?
That is something else. That is coming on.
Yes.
That's the same
It's
thing.
not. It's not.
Flirting
That's why
is-
I asked, what is your definition of flirting? Because and complimenting is not flirting. It's not. It's not. It's not. I have a thing that we as human beings, we should be complimenting each other more.
Yes.
Really?
No, seriously. Seriously, me complimenting a woman and I'm just as straight can be.
Oh yeah, I'm always
It does not mean that I'm flirting with that woman. Me telling them, girl, you're beautiful. Girl, you look good. When I met this young, I was like, gosh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
That's not me flirting with her.
Come on now. There's y'all 2 women, but I
But
get
I'll
it.
do that to a man as well. That's a handsome man right there. You're a good looking brother. That does not mean I'm flirting. And here's the challenge.
To who?
It is that's just it. I have the right to say I am within my boundary. It is not my fault, my problem, nor my concern that your sensibility receives it differently.
It is. You shouldn't give it to everybody. I know, Veronica. Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 10.
Yeah. Ooh, this might be. Ooh, I don't know if I really want to go there. Y'all want me to go there?
Go there.
If you could change one thing about your very first real relationship, what would it be? Your very first real relationship. If you could change one thing about your very first serious relationship, what would it be? Other than I don't want to be with them.
No, I would change myself because I went into my first relationship with daddy issues, self-confident issues, insecurities, and so I looked for a lot of that stuff from him.
Yeah.
I looked for that reassurance and that positive motivation from him instead of looking for it from myself. And once I started feeling it for myself, he no longer served a purpose for me. So the relationship ended up ending because that relationship was a selfish relationship. It was for me. It was to build myself up. It wasn't necessarily because I loved him. It was just because I needed to feel loved and I needed to have someone to build me up.
Yeah.
So I would definitely just change myself.
I give you that
You
one.
want to go?
Paragraph.
I've talked a lot, so I'll let someone else go. Because low IQ is not processing these paragraphs.
Or low vibrations, low testosterone, all that
We
shit.
were getting along so well.
Ain't it though? I'm down there with I'm down there with the groundhogs and the earthworms and
I didn't say that.
well, that's where I'm at. That's
Down
why.
there with the dead bodies. You 6 feet under.
Right.
Hey, they at peace though. Cause right now it ain't peaceful in here.
You know what? Let me get to this question. Repeat it, please.
No, I'm
What
sorry.
would you change about your first relationship?
if you could change one thing about your very first real relationship, what would it be?
I had to go kind of piggyback off what Destiny said. I definitely will change myself, the way I went in, the way I was looking at the relationship. It was more, and I was young, it was more of what they could do for me. I was not independent at that time. I wasn't. So I think it was more of what great provider, I didn't have to want anything, he was a great provider. And so that's something that I definitely would change. I would not go in looking at what someone can do for me, if that made sense. Yeah.
Coach?
You said we can't say change the person.
I mean, you could say, if that's how you feel, I can't tell you how to answer, but if that's what you want to say, we talk about your very first real relationship. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well,
Hurry up.
Victor.
I'm gonna let him have that. I'm gonna let him have
Victor.
that.
Woo, spotlight's on you.
Oh God.
Wait, we love the spotlight.
Okay. Okay.
Bring it.
Ooh.
I'm a celebrity in my head now. Don't
Okay.
Me too.
I,
Oh, we know,
Um,
Victor.
I, I struggle with this question because number one, I'm not even sure what was my first real
Mm-hmm.
relationship, and I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. Up until a few years ago, I thought my first real relationship was the guy I married,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then I was told by two people that I was in real relationships with them.
Oh shit. That ain't even funny. That's heartbreaking. I feel sorry for the
I'm
bros.
still trying to
I feel
process.
how the hell? Wait a minute. How in the hell these guys thinking y'all in a relationship and you ain't?
I mean, I guess we were. I didn't take it that serious.
Yeah, like there's a
Yeah.
difference, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like,
Shouts out to
No.
the bros that got their heart hurt, man.
Oh,
Both of you. Both of you.
so if I go with the guy that I married, and I just go on what would I change, I would change not marrying him. And let me say this: this is not replacing him. This is not replacing him. And I wouldn't even say necessarily not marrying him because that's how I got my child. And I only have
Yeah.
one. But
Most definitely. No regrets there.
talking about voodoo.
No regrets.
No.
he is cutting up. Yeah,
Go ahead, keep going.
cutting up in the chat.
Keep going.
What I would change is my stance with him in the very beginning. And what I mean by that, when we really got serious, we started living together.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily want to get married, but I made the comment, and I meant it. If this relationship isn't progressing when this lease is up, I'm up.
Mm.
He asked me to marry him because he knew I meant it.
Damn.
And I accepted because I didn't want to disappoint him, but I didn't necessarily want to be married at that time. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So I put out the wrong expectation of what there was, and I always said that kind of rushed our relationship into marriage sooner than it should have.
So y'all really kind of wasn't, I guess, there yet. So y'all was living together, but not, I guess, progressing.
No, so my thing was I'm not gonna play house with you.
Why?
Right?
That's the best kind.
No, I can do that by myself. So I'm not
in-house
I'm
penis?
not gonna play house with you if there's no progress. To me, us moving together was to get to know each other better.
Okay.
For me, moving in was to get to know each other better. So my thing was, all I meant was, when this lease is up in a year, if I don't see this relationship being able to grow into something more, and I never said marriage, I just said into something more, then I'm up. I'm
That's
out.
forcing, bro. I feel like that's like an ultimatum.
Well, and that, you know what? Years later, that's what he said. That's not what I meant, but what he did know, because I wasn't from here originally, so he knew that I'd pack my little bag and move on and go on.
Bennettsville ain't that damn far now.
It's far enough, asshole. So anyway, which I'm not from Bennettsville, but
Close
anyway, he did take that as an ultimatum, and I did say if there would be one thing I could change, it would have been that.
Yeah, I am close to disappearing under this damn table.
I kept telling you were getting lower.
Low vibe. I'm trying to get down there with the earthworms.
Low Vic.
But you know what, Tyrone? I really feel what he said. He says how hard I loved her, and I wish my very first real relationship, I didn't love her as hard as I did. The pain and everything. I really feel like you never really come back from that. You like the Tangy T judge. This is my last question. I got one more, but this is my last question. Can a 50-50 change how you view a potential mate?
What is a 50-50?
Like, we go half on everything. Like, I'm talking about everything.
Are you talking about finances or emotions?
Everything. Now, emotions, I don't see how you can go half on emotional, support or whatever, but I'm talking about financial, we 50-50 on that, I guess to say that.
I can hit that first because
Really? You want to hit it first, huh?
I definitely want to be first.
Okay. I hear you're Miss Aggressive.
Not gonna happen these days, but I'm just saying.
Whoa.
But yeah, because I've been there and I've done that, and I took in consideration that, things are different these days. Things are different from when our parents was, coming up, and they fell in love, and it was all on the pretty much the man to take care of the household and all of that. Like, times have changed, and it's
Yeah,
getting
y'all want
worse.
Gucci bags. Mama didn't want Gucci back then.
Anywho, and it's getting worse. So we have to take that into consideration than trying to put everything on the man. So knowing that in my situation, it was right at that time to just do what we did to make things happen. So I don't see a problem. And anytime, that subject come up about 50-50 in relationships, I'm like, do you? It's whatever works for those two people. Make it work. You don't want one struggling while you talking about, well, my mama didn't have to work, so I'm not going to work. No, things have changed. You don't want that man struggling, and you don't know whether your light's going to stay on, whether the water going to stay on, because he's trying to pay all these bills. So I mean, whatever works for
But
you.
I'm asking you.
No,
I mean, you
no,
went all
I
you
do not
danced
have-
all around it.
I don't have a problem with it.
So that would not would turn you off from a potential mate. If he started off first date, like, baby, if we going Dutch or we going 50-50.
First date?
First date.
Nah, I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You damn money hungry.
No, that don't have anything to do with being money hungry.
That
First
should be
date, I mean,
conversation
come
first
on.
date.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead. So I'll tell you this. My first date is always we doing something free. We doing something free. You gonna cut my fingernails. You gonna take these braids out. That's our
That's
first
because you're
date.
recruiting for your cult. Okay, there's a difference.
What's wrong with that? Jim Jones made a lot of money.
That's me like, oh, okay.
Drinking that Kool-Aid.
A lot of people did though.
Ladies, y'all want to hit on that?
50-50. Would that change you as a potential mate? 50-50.
No, well, let me say this. You can't ask a blanket question like that. No, really, because to Veronica's point, each situation is different, right?
And you.
But let me finish answering. Right?
Right. Go ahead. Aegis.
When you take into consideration that on average, 65% of black women, and I'm just making this about black people right now, that 65% of black women earn more than their mates, right? Is it realistic to do 50-50? Because if our bills are $20,000 a month, right? My 10,000 may be nothing to me compared to your 10,000. It may have a heavier burden.
Okay, but we still got accumulated this 20, 50.
I think here's what I say. I am in alignment with coming to the table together to create the plan that works for you as a couple.
Exactly.
In other words, one person's vote doesn't outweigh the other. Because on the flip end, right? On the flip end, we should not, if I make more money than you, we should not be going to build a lifestyle based on what I can bring to the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because again, if we're being fiscally responsible, what if something were to happen to me and you can't tote that load?
So you realize most men, the way that a couple lives is based on what he makes? Y'all ain't.
I think going into it now, couples look at what they
Shit.
They make.
Yes,
what
not
they
just
make,
what one
they
person
make.
make.
And that's why I said it has to be a plan that the two of you work on together, and it's an equal voice. Because here's the thing. Okay, let's just say you do make more money than me, considerably more. And when I'm saying those 65% that make more than their mates, I'm not talking about a few $1,000s. I'm talking about we're talking about two different tax brackets, right? But let's just say it's you and I, and you make $30,000 more than me. Right? If you and I agree to build a lifestyle that's based off your income, part of what I'm agreeing to is if your income is lost, I'm willing to step up to do what I got to do to replace it. But that's an agreement between us. That's an agreement between us. So it's not as easy or as black and white as saying 50-50. It's also, to Veronica's point, it's also unfair to say, I want my man to take care of everything.
Right. Exactly.
And my money is my money.
Right.
Shit, where they at? Where they at?
Over
You
here.
need, exactly.
That's a man. You know what?
Go ahead.
I'm not shooting at nobody, but I can only speak for myself. I have never seen, well, one person. I'll just say one person. But for the majority, they'll never say, well, we go to a nice restaurant like the Mill Pond, like Keisha, she done been there. Y'all don't, I shouldn't say y'all. I really want the steak in your mind, but it's $85. But fuck it, he got it. He make this.
Never. I'm not that girl.
I'm
I
not.
promise you.
I've never been that person.
But you know what?
That
You
may be the
attract
type of women
what
that
you
you're
want.
attracting
Exactly.
with
It's what-
your low vibration.
It's your low vibration that's attracting that, because
Yes.
if you are not engaging with women that have the mentality that you want, you can't be mad and then blanket and put it on all women.
Yes.
I'm not.
energy.
I'm not. Oh, this you got to turn it over. I'm not mad. So you got to understand. I'll walk away. I mean, I have zero problems with saying in my mind, like, shit, this is it.
Okay then. So, but don't say that y'all women or all the women.
I can only speak on my experiences.
But okay, then you need to assess it's just like if I'm talking
That's
to
all.
a girlfriend who keeps dealing with men that are dogs, girl, it ain't all them dogs,
Right.
it's you.
It's
like
you.
you gotta
You
figure
attracting
out
them.
Yeah.
why do you keep attracting the same type of vibration? So if you're dealing with women who have the expectation that every time they sit at the table, it's for you to pay for the bread.
Right.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not offering. Then you gotta ask yourself, well, how I keep attracting a lot lizard?
It's not.
And you
So
wanna-
shit.
and
Wait a minute. Hold. Go ahead. You ain't gonna just play me. You ain't gonna just play me like that. Talking about some damn lot lizards.
lizard.
You know what I'm saying? You think I'm a damn truck driver?
But you know what? A lot of you brothers, y'all do that to yourselves. You do that to yourselves because a lot of you talk money. That's all you hear come out your mouth. You talking money about what you have and what you can do for the woman, and stop talking about it.
I know that you have it if you don't tell it.
Exactly.
I don't know you
y'all too
have
close
it
to
if
me
you
tonight.
don't tell it.
What is you talking
That is
about?
the truth. A lot of you say what you can do and what you got. Oh, I got a 2-story, or I got 3 bedrooms, I got 3 bathrooms, and blah blah blah. Stop saying what
Sir,
you
I'm
have.
not in the market for your house.
Okay,
I'm not in the market for
Exactly.
your
So y'all speaking some bullshit now.
That's
See,
not-
now I got to get upset because I'm gonna tell you something.
No, it's not.
You about to get upset.
we
Got to be.
I mean, I wasn't upset.
It wasn't already.
we wouldn't know if
y'all
y'all
don't-
don't tell us.
You know, if I was upset, maybe.
So
you
that's telling us that that's the type of chick you're looking for.
would. Really, V? You really
Yes.
going there?
Yes.
Veronica, you can't.
Yes.
First of all,
Yes.
before
Yes.
before I sink my teeth in you, get a shot of your earrings.
Before you do what?
Sink my teeth into her.
Yeah, try it.
Okay, you see what's going? You see my ladies? They ready? Come on.
Please.
Like
Bring
you got
it.
real quiet over
Bring
here.
I mean, I was assessing the situation to see who I was gonna hit first, but y'all ain't even. It ain't even that. But anyway,
But it's the truth.
somebody. Yeah, exactly. All right, so if I meet a woman, basically we got to feel each other out. I'm gonna ask what you do, and then in my mind, I'm gonna put a number in my head. It may be off by whatever, and then if I tell a woman what I do, they
No.
Not all
what I'm
women are
saying.
like that. That's the women that you
You
are
are attracting.
Yes.
That is the women that you are attracting. If you were dealing with a higher caliber of women in mindset,
shit.
they wouldn't be calculating what you have.
Exactly.
And here's why I'm saying that, and this is going to sound elitist, but I think my girls will get it.
You already get a bill.
I always say,
damn.
like runs with like. Success runs in circles, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you already in the room, I already assume you qualify. I don't need to know. If you're in the space where I'm at,
Yes.
I already know you qualify. I don't have to calculate what you make because what you make has zero.
They on some bullshit tonight, Bo. I'm talking about y'all really own it. So if we're sitting here and we're having an open conversation, There is no way you're going to see. If I tell you I'm a nurse practitioner, you already in your mind is thinking, okay, at some point you're like, he makes this.
Not really, because
We ain't doing that.
So I'm gonna take this one. That's why I said you dealing with a lower mentality.
How the hell can you hide that?
A grown ass woman will say a 41-year-old man that's a nurse practitioner. Yeah, he might be making 120,000, but please tell me how many children you got. Please tell me how many wives, baby mamas, ex-wives you got. Because all of that is probably going out the door. So it don't matter what you make. It don't matter. That's how we do the calculations. See, when you are dealing with women who hear the number and get excited,
Yes.
those are the ones who get pissed off with
Yeah.
you when you tell them you can't buy them the Louis bag because they got stuck at the top line.
Right.
They didn't think about that bottom line. Oh, he got a house. That shit got to be paid for.
Right.
Oh, he bragging to me about his 3,000 square foot house. That 3,000 square foot house come with a mortgage.
Maybe.
That has escrow.
right.
You doing too much.
That
now.
has
That's the
maintenance.
truth.
Oh, he got that BMW. He can't take that shit to Jiffy Lube and get a $29 oil
Right.
change.
Come on.
He takes it to the BMW dealership, and that's $125 every doggone
No.
time.
Every time.
Grown women, smart women, go to the bottom line.
I don't know what I don't get it.
That's right.
You taking everything, so you
But that
the
is-
reason why. Wait a minute. The reason why you're not getting it because you taking everything left. You act like everybody's Trump tight. You act like everybody.
I didn't say that.
Let
I
me
didn't say
finish.
everybody
You gonna let me
is right.
finish?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well then, all right.
So you said women assume when as soon as you tell a woman or as soon as a man tells a woman what he does, she starts calculating the money and assumes whether or not he's qualified. And I'm saying to you, that's the level of women you're dealing with because a grown woman, and I don't mean grown woman by age, I mean grown woman by experience and sensibility and maturity. They can assume they know what you make, but they start thinking about the bottom line and determine if your ass is rich broke.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You made a generalization. I came back at you.
You can.
But sit up straight. Stop slumping. Say
Say it with your chest, Vic.
it with your chest.
He don't know what.
Oh, I know what.
You can barely see the top of his head, Joe.
I know what to say, but it ain't no point of talking because you just going. Y'all
I'm going
just.
to be quiet. I'm going to push the
Go
button.
ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think
Victor.
you know how to do that.
I don't, but I will.
See, look at you. You still going on. Look at that.
Who voodoo said the
She is.
say bully?
That's exactly.
I own it. I own it. I am a bully. I own it.
That's exactly what happens. You know, when you overtalk a conversation, it to women, you saying a lot of words and it sounds good, but the men it's like, what the fuck is she on? That's exactly.
Because
But you
guess
just
what,
said.
baby? I'm
you
not
just,
talking to the women.
but
I'm talking to the women.
but that's
Audience that
see, she won't stop. But go ahead.
Well, can I say something?
You can say a lot.
Okay, so back to what I was saying, but it's the truth. What EG is saying though is it's the truth, and okay, speaking from my experience and what I see come to my inbox and things like that, when the men are flashing their money and flashing their cars and their houses, motorcycles, whatever it is that you're sending to me in my inbox, you're gonna attract those type of women that are about money. Because if I was that girl that was about money, I'd be all in their inbox trying to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that girl. That's what I'm saying. You attract the people who you are attracting because of what you are doing. You're flashing your lifestyle in front of us.
Yeah.
If you don't flash your lifestyle in front of these type of women, then you won't continue to attract these type of women.
So basically, what I was trying to say before y'all just went off on this big ass tangent.
Answering the question.
But well, basically what I was saying was if I'm just meeting a woman and we're sitting here and we're having a conversation, generalized conversation, I ask what you do, you ask what I do. If I tell you I'm a nurse practitioner, I work at the hospital, I've been there 20 years, you come up with this figure in your mind or this lifestyle. We could be sitting at Applebee's. We could be sitting at Starbucks. You don't. I could be driving a 2005 Impala, but once I say nurse practitioner, it's gonna ring a bell. I mean, it's going to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna ring a bell, but can't. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the mature women, we're not only gonna listen for that though. We're gonna get to know more about you because not every doctor, not every nurse practitioner, not every lawyer handle their money correctly.
Y'all on y'all
That
you on your
doesn't
soapbox
mean
tonight.
That
I
they're
see.
gonna.
Oh my God.
That doesn't mean that they're great providers or whatever. Or they have a lot of money. Some people don't know how to manage their money, and they're broke, even though they're.
But
Even because of their job, they
It
could be
can
broke.
be.
It
It
can. I'm
can.
not saying. I'm
But-
not
it
saying.
but
can
you
be.
always
Just answering
his
his
you're not answering my question. You're
are.
you're turning the
What is
question.
your question?
I ain't
Because
got
all you keep saying is, if we
you
meet,
not letting me get it out.
if we meet and I tell you I'm a nurse practitioner, you automatically gonna start calculating. All we're saying is, but we don't stop there.
Right.
Mature women, grown women don't stop there because we've learned, and I'm not saying we have always been that way. I'm saying when you get grown, when you've been through some stuff, you get experience, you realize hearing his job title really don't mean nothing.
Right.
Because didn't homeboy say he got 4 kids and they're all under the age
Right.
of 18? Didn't homeboy say he has 2 ex-wives? That sounds like a whole lot
Yep.
going out before his tax bracket. That's all we're saying.
But it seems like what you're doing is no matter what a man says, you're gonna take it left. You're gonna look at the negative. Somebody
How
said,
is that negative?
God,
If
you know
I
what?
mess with
You're
you,
right.
How is that negative?
Tyrone told me to smile and nod. I'm a smiling
No,
damn
what I'm
nod.
no, I think you're missing the point. What we're actually saying is, if going back to what you initially said, you don't like it when women assess what you make or what a man make and assume that because he has a good job or good money, he should be footing all the bills, all the dinners. All we were saying is, if you're dealing with a grown woman, she's not going to assume that. She's actually, once she does the calculations in her head, she knows who she's dealing with, and she's okay with meeting you at the table, my brother. That's all we're saying.
Right.
But you were wanting to generalize so you couldn't receive it, love. You couldn't. It's okay.
Okay, you're right. You're 100% right.
I know I am.
Ain't no-
Even when I'm wrong.
I can't even switch.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's on her. I think it is.
Yeah, it's on her.
Okay. We having some technical difficulties. Hopefully we're not.
There you go.
Froze out
You
there
good?
on-
Good.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, this has been very good, Victor.
No, it hasn't. It only thing that proved to me is that when y'all get together, y'all do a whole bunch of talking and not a bunch of listening. Because I listen to what y'all say, and there were some guys that agree with you, John. You know, whatever he said. Back up, they say he has to
agrees
agree,
with the ladies.
and he has to agree. But I never really got fully what I was trying to say. But it's okay.
Well, we apologize, Victor, if we didn't let you talk tonight.
That's fine. I mean, I do most of the talking anytime, but it was nice to sit back and assess the situation to see how hyenas get together
What?
and gang up. You know, hyenas are
Whatever.
they come together
Why would you classify us as hyenas?
because they're pack animals. That's exactly what y'all
So
did.
So we're animals?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Just because we
animals.
think similar,
Right.
I can't say that word.
Just
because we
because-
think alike,
There you go.
we're pack animals.
Exactly. That's
No,
what pack.
just
Oh my
because
gosh.
his low IQ
What's up?
couldn't keep his IEP on par with our conversation.
So what? Why would a pack? Like animals tend to stick together. So why is a pack animal something derogatory?
It is.
How?
It is. You know
Y'all
what?
say y'all alike.
But we're not a pack of animals.
No.
We're not a pack of hyenas.
We-
We're
Y'all humans,
women.
right?
We're humans. We're humans,
Which
but we're not
gen-
hyenas. We're not
Homo
hyenas.
sapiens
We're
under the
homo-
animal kingdom.
Yeah, we are the highest, my love. We're the highest.
Okay. I just want to say, I mean, whatever.
Thank you. Are you done? Are you finished?
Rat pack me again. A pack of cougars. No, but we can't get cougars. Cougars
I'm
ain't.
not a cougar, baby. I'm not a
I'm
cougar.
not a cougar. I don't buy snacks nor PlayStations. You got the wrong one here.
Dog.
I don't babysit. I don't cook. I don't damn it clean. You got it. I no. I don't accept applications for those looking to be cougarized. No.
Yeah.
Are you finished with your questions?
Ain't no point in me asking no more questions. I ain't gonna get a word in.
Ask
but
one
it's
more.
cool. Nah, I'm cool.
All right.
Diamond had a
Well,
question in the-
I have a. Huh?
Diamond had a question.
Okay.
Said, is it up to a man to keep a woman happy, or is it up to a man to help facilitate her in finding her own happiness? We
Yeah.
gotta touch on that though.
Yeah. Is it up to a man to keep a woman happy? I think it's up to both. Well, I mean, the woman have to be happy for herself. For
Yeah.
one, she have to be happy, and yes, a man should want to keep his woman happy, just like a woman should want to keep her man happy. So it go vice versa. You know what? This is the problem when it comes to relationship these days. Everybody's expecting the other to do more than what they should do. If that's the right term, I should say. We both should want to make each other happy. Stop waiting for that man to make things happen first. Stop waiting for that man to say, "Hey babe, you want to go out to eat?" or "Hey babe, you want to go to a movies? You want to go to bowling?" Women, we can be the first one to suggest things as well. You know, we got to stop waiting for one another and just make it happen. Because if you keep assuming what one another want is not going to happen. Ask questions, conversate, and get this thing going. The dating world is crazy out here. It's scary, it's sad, and all the above.
All the above.
All the above.
All the above.
So let's get into I was telling Victor that I had someone someone that's really close to me. They called me yesterday with the situation they had going on. So I was gonna pose it tonight. So she called me and she was talking about her fiance. Had a situation where his kid's mother got into an accident and she's now in ICU fighting for her life. So she called me and was asking, should she be feeling some type of way because I guess she putting it like he's not really paying her any attention right now because he's focused on his kids, his 3 daughters that he have from this woman that's fighting for her life right now. And she like, I don't know, he's calling me crying or whatever, but why is he crying over his ex? And I told her, listen, you got to put your feelings to the side right now, honey. This man
How long have they been together?
9 years, I think it is. And I'm like, this is another reason why men don't come to us, because we don't allow them to be who they are. We don't allow them to be themselves and to open up. I'm like, this man.
Or talk.
Yeah, or shut up. I was like, this man didn't even have to come to you and tell you, you know, what's going on. He could have just stopped talking to you for a moment and been there for his kids without even telling you what was going on. So you got to put your
And they
feelings.
have how many kids together?
3. I'm like, you got to put your feelings to the side for a moment
It
and let
sounds
this
to
man.
me that there was some level of insecurity to begin with. This accident has only heightened it. But sis was insecure about him and the ex probably from day one. Because it is unreasonable, right? Even if they had the most tumultuous breakup, it is unreasonable to expect that as a human being that he would not be upset that the mother of his 3 children could die.
Right.
Right? You should be almost worried if he had a nonchalant attitude about it.
Right, exactly. And that's what I told her. Exactly.
There's, to me, and I'm only going by the little pieces you're sharing, there's some insecurity there, you know, long before that. And this has only heightened it. So, yeah. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
And that's how I feel too. Like I told her, I've said, right now you cannot be in your feelings. This man is going to be here for his kids. His kids are probably going crazy because they don't know if their mom is going to live or die.
Exactly.
So at this point, you got to shake that off and you just got to take a seat back take a seat back and just chill out for a moment. Get out your feelings.
Is your concern that he's still in love with her and that bothers you? Because again, right, that's the only reason why you would be bothered or could be bothered.
And I asked that question. She said, no, she's not worried about that.
There's no way, because then how are you upset that he's upset
Yeah.
and broken heart?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And they're in different states, but he's in that state now to be with his kids at their time with their mom. So she's like, he's calling me, crying upset because his kids are upset and, blah, 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 blah. She's not worried. So the fact that, he still could be, involved with her or still have feelings, but that's the mother of his 3 kids. So let this man, I don't want to say grieve because she's not gone.
Victor, what are your thoughts as you sit
Victor?
over there and slump and
Oh, I'm reading the comments and putting them up there because, I mean, I got my thoughts, but I'm just letting y'all.
she can't compete with an angel. Y'all going to hell.
Oh my goodness, Vern! You know what, Vern? Cut it out. Oh my gosh.
What are your thoughts, Victor?
I'm getting.
What are your thoughts? I really want to know. As a.
Oh, what's the
male.
point? Y'all gonna sit here and answer it for
Stop.
me?
As a male, what do you think?
So to start with, honestly, I ain't going to the hospital. There's no point in me being up there. Ain't nothing I can do for you. We broke up for a reason. I'll take my kids up there, but I think it's disrespectful for a man to call his woman and crying over somebody who was an ex. I don't see where that's relevant. I've never done that.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm pretty sure you will. Go ahead.
And I wholeheartedly respect your answer on that, right? Let me ask you this. Could it be, what if he was calling because he was more upset about the children's reaction? And she read it as, oh, he's crying over the woman, but he's thinking about the children, right? What are your thoughts on that?
So understand, for me to consciously make a phone call, I have to make sure in this whole situation, if we gonna build together, I got to take your feelings into consideration to start with. If I think it's okay to sit here and show emotions over another woman to you, then what do I really think about you?
Not another woman. That's what I'm asking. The kid piece, the children's piece. That I'm separating it from the woman.
So she wouldn't have said what she said to Veronica if she thought he was crying over the kids. She said what she said because she thinks he's crying over her.
And that's okay. I agree. I agree with that.
Okay, so that's what I heard. That he is showing emotions based on her being in the hospital. It has nothing to do with the children from what I heard. I'm not calling you crying talking about another woman. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to give you that respect because if I'm going to show emotions for this person over here, you will never see that because I feel like that's disrespectful. Now, if I'm calling, crying,
Rick James,
and if I'm calling, I'm crying, and I'm thinking, and I'm telling you, oh, little Susie over here crying about her mama, I'm going to keep it to that. I will never bring another woman and emotions to you because if I do that, I feel like that's disrespectful. I'm never going to do that. I will never cry over another woman I'm not related to in front of my woman and even tell her why I'm crying. I'm not just going to do that. That's disrespectful.
I can respect that. I would say as a woman, and again, I don't know the person. If you're watching, I'm not making an assessment on you. As a woman, I know how we tend to exaggerate things. I can imagine where you like that part. I know. I can imagine where he may have had the same stance as Victor. I'm not gonna call her and cry about a woman, but I'm watching my kids melt down, and he's calling about that. But she's interpreting it.
Right.
Because that's what we do,
Yes,
right?
that's what we do.
That's what we
Y'all
do.
did it all damn night long.
That's what we do. I will say this. Ladies, I'm not saying a lot of our insecurities aren't justified. I'm not saying our men have not given us reasons. We have all been in crazy relationships. But as we grow, develop, and mature, to Veronica's point, we have to give men space and grace to be vulnerable.
Yep.
To be vulnerable. We've all had those. If you've ever dealt with cheating, you've all had that one situation that wasn't physical cheating, it was emotional cheating. And most women will tell you emotional cheating hurts way more than the physical.
Yes.
Because that means he went to her, confided in her, dealt with her on an emotional standpoint that he couldn't with us. And sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, Lord, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes we have to say, did we open the door? Did we make it okay for him to walk through? It almost, and I'm not arguing this point with you, Victor, I promise I'm not.
I'm listening.
It almost makes me feel kind of sad that, and I've heard a lot of men say that Victor would feel like, or any man would feel like, I got to put on a coat of armor and hide from her the fact that I may be hurt, that the mother of my 3 kids could pass away. So I'm not going to take that to her. Ladies, we can't be that weak and fragile.
And that's what I told.
We can't be that weak and fragile.
I was like, you got to step into his shoes. How would you feel if something was to happen to your kid's dad? Would you not want to show your feelings? Would you, try to hide your feelings from your kids or from him, knowing that, okay, it's not that you're necessarily crying over him, but you're crying because of what your kids are dealing with. Your kids are seeing their mother, and from what I'm told, she's like bad off. Like there's a possibility that she could. So, I mean, this man and his feelings. Like,
as a human being. This is someone he knew. This is someone that he shared part of his life with. They could have been trying to set each other on fire the last time they saw each other, but at the same time, just as a human being.
Right.
And again, processing the fact not only is this other human being gonna lose their life or could lose their life, God forbid, but now my babies,
whole life possibly could be changing.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
receive that. And I get it. Probably a big part of her insecurity is the fact that they are not together, so she can't quote unquote see what she thinks she needs to see to feel secure. But ladies, let me say this: security with a man is not about the shit you can see. I have worked in several situations in which there were couples, several, not one, not two, probably 3 I can think of, in which couples worked together and one of them was still cheating on the other. So it ain't, don't think because your man, I hate when a woman say, I don't see how he was with you because he with me all the time.
Right, shut
Damn
up.
it, he don't need but 10 minutes.
Right.
Girl, don't be on the clock watch.
10.
Shit,
Being
we could
secure
do it 3
in your
times in 10 minutes.
relationship is not about what you can see and put your hands on.
Right.
Being secure in your relationship is about what you can, it's just like faith, what you can trust when you can't see it or touch it.
So somebody made a assessment that I wasn't gonna say it online, but fuck it, I'm gonna just say it anyway. Has anyone noticed that all your examples of men are negative?
It's not about being negative. Can we?
What
What is exactly?
We was just beating up on a woman just now.
Exactly.
Like the last 10
Stop
minutes.
it.
What are we talking about?
You know what? But you know what? Men.
That's somebody that can't process. What?
But so if we can't,
Carmen, you struggling.
Can we speak on our feelings?
Can-
Can we speak about things that we went through in life? It doesn't have anything to do about being negative towards men.
Our examples of men are negative. I just beat up on a woman.
so if you're putting something out and we're saying that it's negative, or the general perception is negative, then who's right and who's wrong?
On this one,
What
he's
general
wrong because all my
perception, though?
examples were
I'm
not.
only hearing it from 2 people.
Exactly.
Right.
Who else is
Exactly.
saying it?
And
No
when
one
you
else.
say all, now if he had said most, I could have backed off. But when you say all, and I just spent the last 10 minutes,
Right.
literally
But that's what y'all.
You know what? This go back to the first question
About protecting the black
about
man.
protecting
Right,
exactly,
right.
exactly. Because damn it, if
Right.
we didn't just sit here and drag a woman for not allowing a man to
Have a
breathe
safe
and be
space.
vulnerable and give safe spaces, and this man gets on here and say, "You see, all her examples are negative."
Right.
This is what we mean by
That's
it's
him.
a generalization.
Right.
Asshole in the corner. That's what we're talking about. That generalization
right.
Yeah.
of black women. We literally. I'll take it.
We
I'll take
can't-
the heat. I literally was taught. I went into a whole diatribe about how women need to basically give men the space, and that cheating
Right.
has nothing to do with what you can put your eyes on.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being insecure.
She really just
Just spit those words out.
She
But it's
literally
it's,
just-
But
it's
you-
like when we talk and we say how we feel about things that go now, it's like we being negative towards men, or we got so much to say about men and blah 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 blah. We have a voice too. And when it's time for us to speak up and tell how we feel, I think we have that right to speak up and say how we feel about a situation. It has nothing to do with beating up on men. I don't know why Victor acting like
Wait
that
a minute,
tonight,
hold on,
but
hold
go
on.
ahead.
You're right, sir. I'll concede to your point. That's wrong. All our examples were about men were negative because all the questions I was asked were negative questions about a man. See, don't feel good, does it? It don't feel good, does it? You are the
Boy, they'll
moderator.
turn
Right.
some
You ask every
Exactly.
question, and every question was a loaded negative connotation
Yep.
about men. I only answered the questions I was asked. So if all my answers about men have been negative, it's because the moderator, who is supposedly of the male chromosome, gave me the question. So blame your tribe, not mine. Ask me something positive about a man. I'll help you out. Since
Right.
y'all in y'all feelings tonight.
Right. I don't know what's going on. Like, really?
Oh, voodoo,
If-
shut up.
But
Fatigue.
he's like fatigued with a wig on, and I'm glad.
And that's right. And that's what I want. And that's what I wanted. Exactly. And listen. And I'm looking in the camera. This is what
ask
Victor
a
wanted,
question that uplifts men.
and Victor got what he asked for. He wanted me to get someone that's going to bring the heat.
You just got somebody that just do a lot of talking.
No,
That's all. That's all you
it's
got.
facts, though.
So when I ask you, when I hear the term "protect women," I'm confused. The definition. What does that mean? It jumped to what men don't do. When I said
No,
what's
it didn't.
Right,
No,
Key?
it didn't. No, it didn't. I defined the question. I talked to. No, it didn't. I know what I said. What I said is, black women, we protect everybody. We even talked about puppies in the street, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I made the point that protecting black men, black women, meant protecting us when we're not even in the room, because we stand up for everybody. But again, you ask, what does that mean? That's a loaded question. That question means, why are y'all steady saying that? 'Cause
is
y'all
that
feel
what it
like
really
black
means, or that's how
men-
you took it?
Why did you ask it? Why did
Because
you ask it?
I told y'all, I said these are questions that I wanted to
Okay.
know the answers
All right,
to.
let's flip the tables. What does it mean to you, protect all black women?
I don't protect all black women, because all y'all don't need to be protected. Y'all so independent.
Well,
now.
the ones that you do protect, what does that mean?
What you mean? What does it mean?
Just what I said.
So what does it mean for
you
me to
said
protect
you
a black woman, or my woman, or any woman? So protection in a sense is me keeping you from yourself. Me sitting back and just observing the scene and looking forward and trying to steer this thing in a direction that I feel as if we need to be in. To me, I'm protecting you from you, or protecting you from me, or protecting you from the outside world.
Okay, thank you, Fred Flintstone, for that chauvinistic answer. What does it mean?
Now it's chauvinistic.
What does it mean
Okay.
what was the other question you asked? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel that there are attributes that you can admire in a woman? And if there are, what are those attributes?
Oh, of
that you
course.
admire?
Yeah. So how y'all poise yourself in stressful situations. I think a lot of women can take a beating, and I'm talking about verbal, can take a verbal beating, stay poised, and still hold it as if ain't nobody saying nothing to them. That's an attribute I kind of learned from somebody. I learned how when I hear negativity just to tune it out and do something else or get lower in the chair and shit like that. But yeah, I think women under pressure, y'all deal with pressure, emotions and stuff like that way better than we do.
Can a man and a woman exist,
Fuck no.
coexist without
No.
sexual tension?
No.
And
Come
why
on now.
not?
Come on.
No.
Why not?
They can't. Because I feel like you said, we wired different.
Don't
I-
repeat my answer back.
We're
Now,
wired
I
different.
want your answer.
We're wired differently. So I feel like there's going to be something sexualized at some point in time, whether it's openly said or not, between a man and a woman. I mean, every man has probably looked at a woman's tail at some point in time, or a chest or something like that, and might have thought, well, I wonder what that looked like, and then we keep it pushing. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, I appreciate it.
That's all.
Oh boy, I tell you.
But I
You
really,
need to be on more often
Right.
with the team.
y'all will lose a whole lot of male audience, but that's cool too.
Well, you know what?
Bye. I'm telling you, boy, you something else. And he said, and like Cheryl said, she said, I can't handle the truth, but
Can't take the heat. Get out the kitchen. That one of my songs, Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica.
yeah, you do
Get
play
out
that. But the
Oh my God, voodoo's stupid.
What he say?
Only if one is ugly.
Well, Victor, did we answer your questions tonight?
I
That's
mean,
the
y'all
thing.
did a lot of talking, but if you feel like you answered them, then you answered them.
Are there any
All right.
questions that we did not answer to your satisfaction?
He ain't asking no more questions.
Yeah, I'm done with the question.
Mm.
Because y'all doing
So
the most.
my question was, what the storyline that I was telling. How would you feel if your significant other was in a situation like that? Would you let them be who they are? Would you let them be able to comfort their kids, or during a time that they need to be, that's surrounding an ex?
My thing is this: they have 3 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for them to have 3 kids, they had to be together at least 3 years, because I'm pretty sure she ain't said. So
Mm-hmm.
he had to have some kind of love for that woman. Now after the relationship ended, I'm sure the love has changed, but that love didn't die, because again, he has 3 kids for that woman. So he's going to feel some type of way that she is in that state. Even if it's not considered the kids, I cannot sit here and say if I heard something happen to either of my daughter's father, I wouldn't be vulnerable and cry in front of my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that love that I have for them, although it's changed, it's not lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I would expect
Love, not
him.
lust.
I would expect him to allow me that respect and that space to be able to be vulnerable and to cry. So I would allow that man to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's a little insecurity. I don't know where it stems from, because I mean, we just got a generalization, but it is definitely an insecurity, and it's something that she has to look at herself and assess it. It's nothing that he can do to change that. It's nothing that if the woman gets out of it and she talks, it's nothing that anyone else can do. That's something she's got to assess in herself and change. So
Mm-hmm.
I do want to ask Victor, how would you feel if the tables were turned? And let's say it's your woman, your current, let's say it's your wife, and the father of her 2 children before you is in a similar situation, and she calls you and she's upset and hurt that let's keep it on him that he's about to pass away.
Yep.
Would you be okay with her calling you to share that, or would you want her to have that same boundary that you said you would have for her?
So I expect myself out of people, right?
Mhm.
So are we married or are we dating? Because I've never been married.
Either one. If you're in a committed relationship.
Okay, it ends right there. As soon as she called with tears, it's over.
What do you mean it's over?
It's over. What other than it's over?
You mean it's over between you and her?
Yeah, he ends relationships over anything.
I tell you, wait a minute. I tell you that.
You say it's over to anything we say though.
You right. It's over.
So that would be a deal breaker if
Yes, that's a
she
very
called you and was upset because this person that she's had 2 children with.
no matter what you try to spin it, it's
No,
over.
I'm making sure that
It's over.
I understand.
Yeah, it's over. If we're together and you want to call me and show emotions about somebody that's an ex, what are we really doing here? What is the point of even going forward if you're calling me crying about a man that you're no longer with?
Because he's a human being.
So, and that's fine. We're no longer together. It is what it is. That's my answer. We're no longer together.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we ain't doing that. I'm not doing that because I don't see the point.
Well, I feel like if I'm in a committed relationship and I want my partner to be understanding when it comes to pretty much anything that I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can be on the same page with it. So hopefully I can come to him and I can be like, listen, this is what I'm dealing with right now. My kid's father just been in an accident and my kids are really having a really hard time dealing with it.
You see, you making it about
How?
the kids now.
Yeah, because it is about the kids. It ain't got nothing to do about him.
that wasn't the question you asked me.
I wouldn't want
that
to
was not.
No, but the two do end up being together.
I do not want to see him pass
Let me
away.
say
I don't
this.
care. I don't care if me and my ex not speaking.
Right.
I don't want to see anyone leave this earth that I had.
Right.
You know that that I had relations with or whatever. Like,
I'll be
you don't
fully
wish bad on no
transparent.
one.
I literally went through this situation a few months ago. Okay, right now, me and my ex, if he walked through that door, I promise you I set his ass on fire. I promise you. And he wouldn't walk through the door because he know I set him on fire. He coming with the fire department. But a few months ago, he fell sick. And the call that I got was my child literally helping his dad, giving his dad CPR. I became viscerally upset. And if you didn't really understand the full thing, you would have thought that I was upset just about him. I was upset on 2 parts. Number one, because this person that I have shared a significant part of my life.
Yeah.
It did look scary. I was also upset, more so, that my kid was trying to save his dad's life and was there by himself. If I was dating Victor and I called him in the moment, Victor may not have been there for me because you can't parse out what you're going through. All you know is, oh my God, this is happening,
Right.
And you're scared on all points. You don't want that person to die,
Right. No.
right? You know what it means to your kid, and the 2 emotions are wrapped together.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That was not the question that was asked to me.
It doesn't have
Oh!
The point I'm making is if I call you and I'm upset and I'm telling you, oh my God, this person is about to die. I'm on my way to the hospital. And if I had called you as upset as I was in that moment, you probably would not have been able to parse out, oh, she's upset about the kid,
right.
not the man, because in those moments, think about it, if I'm at the point where I'm calling you, emotions
I need
are
you.
high.
I need you at that moment.
And so right now, I don't have the emotional intelligence. My EQ is not there to separate. Victor don't want to hear that I'm upset.
Yeah, like I have a problem
I
with
gotta
that.
keep it on my child.
So let's
You supposed to be
wait a minute
my
before. So
So it would be all convoluted.
wait a minute. So my name getting thrown around. So let me say this. I ain't for everybody, and I'm cool with that. But understand there's a level of respect that comes along with being whatever within my presence or me being in your presence. There's going to be a level of respect, or we just won't be together. And I
call it boundary.
no, we're gonna call it
It's
no.
more boundaries than respect.
No,
It's
we're
not disrespect.
so let me say this. We're calling it respect because this is my scenario. So if I'm telling you that I feel disrespected, then that's exactly what it is. If you're telling me you feel disrespected, then that's exactly what it is. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you about how you feel, because that's how you feel. As you should not try to combat me with what I feel. So if I'm sitting here and you feel like you want to cry and confide and all this stuff with me about a situation that involves your children's father and he's on his deathbed, I ain't really trying to hear that. But if you talking about the kids and how they feel, then that's different, because that's not what the scenario. See, you gave me a loaded question and then y'all turned it into it being about the kids when that was not
No,
the
what
question.
what I'm saying is
Wait a minute.
actually,
Wait a minute.
it should
Wait
be
a minute.
shared
Wait a minute.
that way.
Wait a minute. It was not. You got to understand that we don't process information the same way how you think it. I'm only listening to what you're telling me. So therefore, I am a person that's going to visualize exactly what you're telling me. I'm not going to go no deeper than what you're telling me. So if you're that's just like if you sit here, if I tell you, hey man, I just found out that, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, Bob over here just had an accident. That's all I know. Don't ask me no more details, because this is all I know. But y'all want to know what happened. How's his mama? I don't know none of that. This is all I know. So if you're telling me, listen, my kids, if you're telling me Reggie in the hospital and he about to die, all I heard was Reggie in the hospital, he's about to die. Reggie's your ex. I don't want to hear that shit, because I don't give two shits about Reggie.
I think we're actually on the same wavelength as far as understanding the scenario.
But understand, so when you ask me a question, make sure it's asked to them as well in the same aspect. Because after I answered and, oh, he harsh and he all this,
I
then
didn't say you were harsh.
people in the,
Oh, okay.
then it turned into, well, he ain't thinking about the kids. No, I'm not, because the only information that I got in the question was Reggie's in the hospital about to die.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying now. What I'm saying to you is, you're right. I probably would call you saying, let's not use Reggie because that's my daddy. Bob.
I got a brother named Reggie, so go ahead.
Bob is in the hospital about to die, right? What I'm saying to you is, before I can give you any more information, you have shut down on me because I didn't deliver it in the right space for you.
Delivery is 99%.
But in that moment, I'm so emotionally charged, my EQ is not there.
What is EQ again?
Emotional quotient, your emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Because who thinks, how am I going to tell a story about somebody dying? Who thinks, if I feel comfortable enough with you, who thinks, let me make sure when I call him, I just keep it about my feelings about the kid versus let me just tell him this story and then rewind.
So
Comments coming through. Go ahead.
So when we're sitting here, Veronica give Vic a hug. Tristan, he don't know me. I'm cool. I'm cool. So
Making it weird.
yeah. So understand that for us to be together, I already know what I can and can't say to you. If we are in a committed relationship together, I understand that there are certain things, if I know you, that I just can't say, or there are certain words that I just can't use around you. So regardless of if I'm emotionally charged, I'm already programmed how to talk to you. And I think the situation that y'all giving, if y'all never been in that situation, then it's easy to sit here and say that. You know, I've
actually been in that situation. That's why I said.
So I was in a situation where I lost a ex-girlfriend that really somewhat, that was really,
Dear to you.
I ain't gonna say dear, but we were really together. And I was laying next to my fiance at the time. Yeah, I was messed up. I felt really messed up.
Oh,
What's that?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
I felt really messed up, but I mean, I can't show no emotions. Whatever I did, when I did it, I did it by myself and I kept it pushing.
I will say this. I will say this, and please do not take this as me attacking you. This is actually a learning lesson for men and women in general. Uh-oh. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
going on like that. Ladies, and even men, this is where we have to take the time to get to know people, because I could legitimately see a situation in which a woman that was dating Victor would need him to be in a certain space that is a boundary for him. He sees it as a disrespect. And to your point, Veronica, we have to learn how to make ourselves happy. But also, it goes to that part of why do women throw around the independent, right? Ladies, when we see a man that have all these boundaries and blocks, that's our warning sign. We can't make him be something we want him to be.
Right. That's true. Can't change him.
We cannot change him.
So just
we
leave
have
him
to-
alone.
We have to recognize in that moment. Now, to the point, fellas, when you see the woman that has up this wall and she's saying I'm independent and I don't need a man, she doesn't mean it. But what she's doing is protecting herself, because when she's needed a man in the way that she's needed him, he may not have been there for her. But I want to stay on the ladies for a minute. We've got to start realizing, again, give ourselves space and grace before we try to fall in love and get married and fall in love and play house. Get to know the person for your emotional needs. Because if you need them to respond in a certain way, and that is important to you, this man is telling you that's a deal breaker for him. And he is perfectly well within his rights to say that. You were out of line to try to force him or to be mad with him because he didn't show up when the man is clearly telling you, don't call me about your baby daddy.
Children's father.
Your children's father. Your ex-husband. There's a limit. There is a boundary.
There's more than just that boundary, but yeah,
It is, and that's what
just
I'm
one
saying.
of them. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We as individuals, we have got to get to know each other better so we understand what boundaries are
yes,
for that person, because we get mad when it's time, when we get up to the line of that boundary
exactly.
and that person does not want you to cross it. Then it's like, oh, why not?
I mean, and I feel like if I want to have sex with somebody else, you should be cool with that too. If I want to have sex with my ex, no, we doing that because if you can show, if you can show an emotion, sitting here saying, "Wow, this man about to die," why can't I show another emotion?
Not the same, sir.
Why is it not?
It's not.
Why not?
It's not.
But why is it not?
I ain't even. I'm gonna take the Supreme Court rule. Just
So
because
when you don't agree,
it's not.
I
It's not.
understand.
No, obviously I will entertain any conversation, but this one right here, no, I'm not doing that. It's not the same. Somebody dying and you wanting to go screw somebody is not.
That's
the
not
same.
what I. That's not what I said. That is not what I
did
said.
you say?
You wasn't listening. You was doing a lot of talking.
Tell me what maybe
I said-
I'm talking a lot. So Destiny, please tell me what you thought he said. 'Cause
What I heard was, if you're showing me emotion because something is going on with your ex, that means I can go sleep with my ex. That's what I heard.
Okay, so
Is that not what you said?
That is
Crazy,
exactly
but ain't.
not what I said.
What?
Veronica, what did you hear?
Screw all day, baby. That's the way to go.
That is not what I said, but I challenge you to go back at the, I don't know, 2-hour mark, and you'll hear exactly what I said. But that is not what I said.
Okay.
Cheryl said, "Who is she? Is she a psychologist?"
She talk a lot, I can tell you that.
And get paid to do so.
Oh. Bring her back so she can shut 15 down next week. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't know what to do with Fatih and EG here. Oh man,
God.
the cameras will stay on them.
You just need to sit over there.
And
Yeah,
I
I'll
would be in the
I'll be in the
comments just
audience.
laughing,
I'll be in the
rolling.
All right, y'all. So final thoughts. No, we didn't have a letter.
No, we didn't. Damn, it felt like one.
I thought your scenario was the letter. that you gave?
Well, I mean, that was a topic that was a deep topic though.
Which one?
Not none of yours.
I mean, so I
He
mean,
had good
He had
topics.
good questions.
We're gonna
He
get
did.
He
blamed
had good
for
questions.
He did,
bashing all men.
yeah,
Victor
like
had great
he
questions.
did have great questions.
well, I'm
but
saying y'all.
they
To me,
sounded down
y'all,
bad.
that scenario wasn't that deep. It wasn't. I don't see where.
That's
a
deep.
The reason why y'all says deep
Right.
because it came from a woman.
No,
The
no,
hyena
no.
effect.
But wait a minute, we gave you props for your
I
question.
didn't, but that's just it. I don't need validation to say that my questions was deep or not. Like it doesn't matter. I just ask questions based on curiosity.
Okay,
I honestly
that was
wanted.
a curious question. That was a great question, and it wasn't because it came from a woman. But actually, if we think about it, that is a real life scenario,
Yeah.
especially. Once you cross the 40 threshold, now you do start thinking about,
Yes.
situations where someone may pass away, someone that you had children
Yep.
with, someone that you were married to.
I mean, you're not passing the 40 threshold. Just once you have kids, somebody gonna die.
That is exactly.
It's just
So
gonna
it
happen.
is something deep to think about and to know how your partner
Is death really that deep though? It's really not.
Okay.
I mean, it's not.
It is to me. I mean,
It's
I mean-
infinite. I mean, once you're dead, you're dead. Like,
there's no coming back from it.
Okay, but if you believe in the Holy Trinity, then
I do,
death
but I
is.
still don't want people that I love to go see them anytime soon.
But that's just selfish, then.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But you said
You gave yourself a bell.
he did.
Oh man, Victor. Well, Victor wanted the heat tonight. He definitely got the heat.
I didn't get
tonight.
no heat.
And-
I didn't feel
That's
it.
why you was slouching so.
I mean,
You
I
was
couldn't
not
get
on
a-
the floor.
I couldn't get a word in, but if y'all feel like y'all had me under the hot seat, then hey, I'll take it. I just felt like it wasn't no point of, like Tyrone said, bro, just smile and nod, and that's exactly what I did.
You did not.
And Tyrone also said the women came ready tonight. You didn't see that? You bypassed
I mean,
that
y'all
comment?
did. Y'all came ready to talk, and that's exactly what y'all did.
Well, okay, what were we supposed to come ready to do?
Yeah, what were we supposed to
Sing? I mean,
do?
this is a podcast.
Yes, we supposed to talk. This
Con-
is what we do every
converse.
week.
Converse.
And we did.
Oh, with each other, but okay.
Okay.
We answered the question.
Don't be
Oh,
mad because we left you out.
Yeah, I'm a little salty by being
This-
No,
late.
you're
this
not. No,
was-
you're not.
This was definitely a show where Victor wanted an all-female panel because he had questions for the females. So if you had questions for us, it was only right for us to answer the questions.
You did answer the questions.
So you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I was reading this comment that Wanye Johnson, he right, he isn't for anyone.
Hit and quit, dude.
Hit and quit, dude.
You a hit and quit dude.
I guess. If I don't know who Wanye is, I guess you know me.
Mm.
Maybe. That's a
Ooh, Wanaya.
Wanaya.
Tell us, baby, how you know Mr. Hit It and Quit It? Let's talk about that.
Let me look at this damn profile. Let me
Tell the
look.
business on that. Spill.
Oh no,
the
I don't
tea on
know her.
that.
I don't know her. But I mean, if that's your perception, then
I'm going by what she said.
I guess she was just making an assumption.
Well, we definitely gonna go back through these comments. It's time for us to get out of here. It was a great show. EG, thank you so much.
Thank y'all for
love.
having me.
Thank you so much. It's always, this was not EG's first time on the show. This is probably your third time, EG, coming on?
Third or fourth, yeah.
Yeah, so EG been with me when the show kicked off 2019. EG came and we did a show together then, and yeah, it's been great. So EG's definitely one of those sisters that bring it. She don't hold anything back. She tell it like it is. If you need a coach, EG, tell them more.
So I am Coach EG. My platform is Inspired Out Loud. I work with business and sales professionals and leaders. And if you need a chief accountability officer, you're trying to grow, rise, and elevate, I'm your girl. So you can hit me up.
Yes, and you're doing big things, sis, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, love.
Yes,
Trying to
ma'am.
keep up with my girl.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
keep up with you.
You know.
Absolutely.
You know, we got to do it out here and as women. Destiny, thank you, homie, for my sis. Thank you for
I
coming
enjoy
on.
Destiny.
No,
Yes.
I enjoyed you,
Thank
sis.
you.
I enjoyed you.
Yes, and
I would love to see you on here with Fatine though,
oh yeah,
and
this
Victor.
definitely be a showdown. Most definitely. But this is what it's about here on Tangy Tea of Life. We definitely keep it real. We talk about any and everything. My brother Vic, what's your
Low, just
name?
call me low
My
vibrations,
brother Low.
low everything.
Vic.
My brother Low Vibration. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate you for coming with your questions tonight.
I don't know what I came with, but it wasn't enough.
You
Like I
were
came up.
wonderful,
I
Victor.
came
Yes.
up. No. That's just like you
Can you
going.
accept the compliment?
No, I can't.
I see that.
I can't.
He can't accept apologies. Can't accept
No,
compliments.
no, 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 no. It depends on where they come from and the context behind them. That's when I accept them. See, you being gay now.
Oh, so you can't accept a compliment from me? It's okay.
No. It has nothing to do with being a compliment from you. I just know the place that it's coming from.
And where is it coming from? Because it was coming from a genuine place.
That's what you saying, but I didn't take it that way.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Perception.
Really? Really? Give yourself a bell again. All righty. Well, guys, thank you.
Well, I'm gonna give myself a couple bells when I get to the crib tonight. That's about how fast and hard it's gonna be too. And
Oh
long.
my God.
She's talking about Vic ain't coming back. Y'all be good, man.
Thank y'all so much for watching Take It Tea of Life. We appreciate each and every one of you. Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. I see some new names on here, faces. Thank y'all so much. Hopefully, y'all be back. Tuesdays, this is where it goes down live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Now, what I need for you all to do, this is so important for us here at Tangy Tea of Life. I need for you to show us some love over there at YouTube as well. Go and subscribe to our channel. I struggle with that word. I do. I really do. I really do. I really do. But yes, go show us some love on YouTube and yeah, right here at Facebook. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the stars. Rodney, Sly, thank y'all so much for the stars. Stars help our page grow as well. So by sending us stars, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is where we talk about any and everything. Tuesday nights, if you would love to be a guest on our show, if you have a topic, if you have an email letter, send it to tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. And this is where we talk about it right here on the show. Now go out there and love up on one another. Live this thing called life to the fullest and enjoy your weekend. If you have a podcast or you trying to start up a podcast and you're looking for a place to bring your podcast, CMG Studios, make sure you hit up Herman Chapman on Facebook. And yeah, definitely start chatting with your own podcast. We love what we do. And we love when guests come in. Thank you again, EG, so much. And on that note, we are out of here. Have a great night, guys. And we will see y'all next show.
Buenas noches.